day. But if you love something, let it go. Tomorrow comes, it's another day. So if you love something, let it go. No, 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 I don't mind you asking why I let it go. It's just way too much for my hobby, so I'm laying low. Yes, I could rethink what I'm thinking if I had control, but I don't, so don't you be asking why I love you so. Your love ain't free, it's killing me. I want it to end all, 'cause I've been trying, I've been waiting for so long. I'm waiting, 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 waiting. Waiting, 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 waiting. It's hard to do and it hurts to say, but if you love something, let it go. Tomorrow comes, it's another day. So if you
Life goes up and it goes down. Life goes up and it goes down. Life goes up and it goes down.
We are live from Limerick here. It's not the late night, it's the midday. And it's EUC 2023 mixed division here. I'm Stefan Rapazzo with Charlotte Terrasson. Getting into this mixed division game between Lithuania and France. Charlotte, how do you feel?
Happy to be here always. What a pleasure to be in Limerick. Even better when we don't have a shower all game long above our heads. Really nice to see these two teams to meet. We're getting to the end of those pool games. And so far, Lithuania had 2 wins and 2 losses. A hard loss, universe point against Poland. While on the other hand, France won all their games and also a universe point against Poland. Really tight one, and they did a massive comeback to take the win.
Yep, lots of results. We'll keep going through them as we go. For now, the French O-line takes to the field first, looking at a zone defense by Lithuania, who have been surprisingly efficient this tournament. Surprising to some, maybe not to all. Fouquet lays out to keep that one alive. Płot Sokolski behind the disc and then goes to Fouquet. Foul on the play, accepted. Fouquet back to Nasser Mbe Vogel. He scoops over. Płot Sokolski. And now to Gaël Onslen. Onslen dishes back to Sokolski. And the French are only going side to side in their own end thus far. Nas Mbe Vogel goes inside to Onslen. Onslen gets Płot Sokolski, and the same 3 players have touched the majority of the disc thus far between Płot Sokolski, Onslen, and Mbe Vogel.
I mean, it is the zone defense. It's logic that it's harder to get the cutters, but the wind is not that strong. There is some wind, but the handlers on the French team definitely have the technique to play against that kind of cup, and we'll get the disc moving as we have another bump from the cup.
Fouquet goes to Potsokowski. He puts one. Has a player deep. It's Clara Matias. And she reads it well. The defender went up very early and got left flat-footed. Was Mokus as the disc landed in Matias's hands.
Matias for the boxing out of the big guy. Let him too close to the disc, making him believe he will get the defense. And nope, the disc is hers for a first score for France. We appreciate people taking care of the other bodies on the field and not just giving it all just to get a hand on the disc. Better stay safe.
Better safe than sorry always, but Bacchus thought he had that one covered up and, well, didn't. Went up too early. Maybe a little bit of overthinking there, but Clara Matias happy to have that one fall into her hands as he misread the defense. So Lithuania, I remember many months ago, Ravi Vasudevan on one of our shows picked them to win their pool, and I was not a believer. I think my response was, woo, something like that as the hot take.
More or less.
And I saw it on the Lithuanian social media yesterday. They were replaying my reaction and Ravi's prediction, and well, they have taken their pool, and now they're here battling out in the power pools in the mixed division.
What a journey. We're more used to see Lithuania playing indoor than outdoor. It's not so common to see Lithuanian teams. Really happy to get to have a look on this national team.
Well, they're another team that has something to prove, either going from beach to grass or to indoor to grass. They've got something to prove. There's the big shot. Gauba sends it. There's another Gauba underneath. That is a brother-to-brother shot. And Lithuania fire back and are back on the board just like that.
Brotherhood connections, always nice to see. Fraternities, sororities, whatever. Your family connections on the pitch. I mean, these are people you grow up with, you practice, train with, you know each other pretty well. Always nice to have this confidence into players. And it is 1-0 on the scoreboards.
One apiece. Early stages of this game. Let's see. The French, we've talked about not really being pushed based on their schedule and their pool. They had some easy matchups in the first couple rounds, and they've got the wins. They were finally pushed for last round. The Poles tested them. They had to come back for that one. Now, with Lithuania, a country that may have seemed like a game they might get a win, but Lithuanians have proved how good they are, and now the French will have something to prove here. Nasser Mbe Vogel strides to the line. To the mark, rather. Underneath comes Cheminot. And now Mbe Vogel. Ancelin came under. Cheminot gets it in the dump space. Fouquet goes down. Defense had a thought about it. Matias collects another. Matias inside to Ancelin, and now Mbe Vogel. He thinks about ripping one. He's not shy to do it when they're there. Ancelin gets on the lateral cut. Fouquet goes up line and gets. Now the shot for goal. Cheminot is there. That one's on. Great throw by Coralie Fouquet to put France back on the board with another hold.
Great pressure from Lithuania, but this is just not enough. You need to find something else if you want to stop the French flow going. Easily passing the disc forward, sidewards, dancing with the disc and the teammates on this big dance floor that is the pitch. We haven't had a turnover yet. Clean holds on both sides. It's only been 3 points, but still good record already to have only known turnovers.
Nice tidy game. And a nice tidy pupper. Hey there, doggo.
Ooh!
How you doing? Who's a good boy? Who's a good girl? French set to pull. Justine Bru with disc in hand. Great pull into the end zone. Lithuanians coming the other way. Gauba gets the under. Gedvilaite. Gedvilaite again gets hands onto the disc. And now Visokis, the stats leader for the Lithuanians. Hammers over top to Gauba. And the French showing a zone. Visokis drops back to Gauba. Hammers there, but hammers to no one. And the French will get a first chance to break this game seam.
I like the scuba look to get over the cup, but that hammer was a bit too much. There's still
Begdem goes for goal, and it's ran under. French strike again. Paul Boyon collects the goal.
not sure if Boyon was the target. Maybe that was more aimed for Bourneau, Eva Bourneau. However, what works, works. Just take what your teammates are giving you. And this is a first break for France, 3-1. Their pressure on the cup, the zone defense, worked really well against Lithuanian, who managed to move the disc a bit, get above this cup with some scoobers, but that is just not enough. The moment they tried to gain those more meters and not just swinging the disc, that's when they took risks, and that didn't pay off. That hammer was a bit too much, and I think they're still missing something for finding the holes maybe in this cup, getting it to move sidewards, swinging the disc so that they get tired, and then you make these holes and can pass through to the cutters in the middle of the pitch rather than forcing a hammer, which can work sometimes, but as we see, sometimes not.
So not all the time. Those hammers higher risk factors indeed, but they can do the damage. Kauba, let's see how they respond. He wants to go over top. This Lithuanian team, very big humans. This one shot for gold. Gauba puts it there on a dime. Kundalite picks it up for the goal, and that is a clean hold.
A 7 versus 7 fight. Both number 7 for both teams trying to get a hand on this one. As I say, Kundalite managed to keep it on her side. Pretty clean holds. That was a much faster point. I mean, when it's not a zone, they don't hesitate. Lithuanian team doesn't hesitate to huck it if possible. The wind doesn't scare them. I mean, the wind is changing so and so. Sometimes blowing, sometimes not. I mean, they found the right window, used it, and this is a score.
There's the goal scorers there. Kundalite to Modesta Gauba, one of the two brothers, Dovidas, the other Gauba on the Lithuanian side. There he is. He was more than happy to have a chat before the game, help us out with some of the Lithuanian pronunciations, and throw some goals too. Short pull there, fielded by the French. Ancelin gets the gainer to Olivier. She looks back to Ancelin in the middle. Now Ancelin's delivered. Spot Sokolski's there, and it's a great throw to feed the striking handler for the goal.
They saw Lithuania do it, and they said, okay, let's show what we can do as well. We can do the same. Another big shot, but for the French side this time to Sasha Sokolski. Receiver, safe receiver, I'd say. He's shown lots of highlights in the deep zone. Deep zone meaning the end zone with the deep shots. And again, great great read of the disc, but also a beautiful put.
There it is, reeled right in. The French get the job done again. Clean holds. There is Sasha Płatsokolski. 2 stats already in a 4-2 leading game. That pull goes out of bounds. I'm Stefan Rapazzo here with Charlotte Terrasson. We are the narrators of this game. We are commentating the game. Happy to have you guys with us. Love to see you in the chats. Lithuania. Kundalite. She goes wide and gets one there to Gauba. It does not, ground strip. And that one goes down.
Ground strip, I like that call.
Ruel goes forward. That looks like a Borno. Indeed it is. Lison. Back and forth, Malvin Schmidt. Big Dem, Big Win Demo. Now to Boyon. Big Win Demo. And he gets foot blocked. Says there's a foul. And looks like it's accepted.
What happened?
Yeah,
Oh,
foot block
okay.
was a kick block.
Nice move though.
Big win demo. Oh, and that one gets away. Bounces off the hands of Lison Bordeaux, and Lithuania with a chance. There's the deep shot. Gauba to Gauba is the intention here. And Gauba can't get the read because of a good body off by Begdem.
Really good boxing out by Begdem indeed. Malin Schmidt also making sure that no Lithuanian get a hand on the disc, just putting his body above it. Make sure defense is theirs.
So the French will work their way upfield, but that didn't go too far. The throw there broken up. Carla Eller can't get it to Bordeaux before the defense knocks it away. Now Gauba again. Dumps it back to Visokis. Visokis hitting the resets. That one all the way Zubavicius, and now Gauba. Visokis. Sends one wide to Gauba. That's Dovidas Gauba. He looks to scoop. Defender Benji Fenriche says they've reached a stall out. And they hold hands for a second and say, wait a minute, maybe not. You get a second back.
So retracted stall out, uncontested.
I'm unsure. It stays with Visokis, and we'll continue to play here and work that out later. Petrovaite finds Visokis. Wide and around, Gauba comes there. The young Malvin Schmidt chomping in the shot for goal. That one counts. Zubavicius gets the goal, and Lithuania go back to within one.
I think that was a really good look by Gauba to find Zubavicius. He had two defenders behind him, and Gauba just managed to put that outside angle right to get to him without giving a chance to the defenders to put themselves in front of this before Zubavicius. Really nice look. I mean, that took 2 turnovers though, but they managed, after quick losses of the disc, to still get their hold on this offense. 4-3, France is still with the advantage, especially because they have a break advantage, which they should keep since they're gonna start on defense the second half.
Short pull by Lithuania. Nass Mb Vogel to pick up. Leads a backhand to Chloé Olivier. She finds Mathias. Clara Mathias shakes and opens the forehand to Mb Vogel. Now Płotsokolski. Inside to Mathias. Great throw by the lefty, Płotsokolski there.
Easy goal. I mean, they needed what, 5 passes, and this is done. Job is done. Very efficient O-line. Waiting a second. I mean, they've been doing very good offense from the beginning. The only difference from the first points is that Lithuania had put a zone defense, so you need more time to work it out, to do some passes. But now that there are 2-person defense, this offense is really going fast. Lithuania might need to adapt a bit to defense, find something else, another tactic, maybe go for middle, maybe another kind of cup for the zone, or just try again the zone, but make them work out more. As person defense, normal person defense seems to be a bit easy for France, scoring in no time.
French getting it done. Lithuania to Gauba. Gauba gets the under Visokis. And there's the next. That one into the hands of Kid Filate. And back again. Petrovite to Gauba. Visokis. He goes deep. Gauba's there, but taken away by Simon Ruel. Simon Ruel gets the disc from Eva Bourneau. And now back to Justine Brou. Justine Bru and the French with the disc. Around to Berthet, but too far around. And that goes to ground. Lithuania with another chance to hold.
Do you think that was a wind?
Not sure, maybe a small gust. The throw was not on though. Gauba. Now into goal, but it's not gonna work. That one too high, and the French will get another chance.
Too ambitious. I call that throw too ambitious. That was the right look, but just too much power on it. Reached the end zone, the back of the end zone instead of the player. Great defense by Ruel here. We see Simon Ruel getting high to get that defense for the teammates. 2 turnovers, and France is back with the offense.
Justine Bru goes to Nemos. Now inside, Justine Bru gets another look, but the huck way too low and intercepted by the Lithuanians. Gauba throws leading to Visokis, not in, but the next one is. That's a goal to get Vilaite, and Lithuania bring it back to within 1.
What a throw, what a look. That scuba, that looks really like indoor ultimate style to me. I really like that. I appreciate having teams using those throws, those skills, without being afraid of the wind. I mean, they seem to control them pretty well, the scoobers. There was only the big hammer attempt that failed, but so far, scoobers are reaching their targets, very well controlled. I mean, use this. It's really good way to break the defense if you know how to throw them. And Gauba definitely knows how to do that.
Getting away with that one there. Lithuania using their indoor style as Charlotte fills us in. Lithuania were also nearly an answer on the pub quiz, or so many thought. The country furthest east in this tournament, but it was not Lithuania. It ended up being Israel. A lot of people got that one wrong in the pub quiz. But we're not here about the pub quiz today. We are here about this cracking match of mixed action. The French up by 1 as Mbe Vogel gets another hand on the disc. Cheminot gets it on the swing. And the Lithuanian zone attempts to get themselves a turnover. Potsakovsky, Mbe Vogel, Cheminot, and Potsakovsky gets it after the lateral crossing. Cheminot gets it forward, Olivier. Comes backward to Potsakovsky, now to Mbe Vogel. He gives the scuba to Olivier, handled well through Ancelin and back into the hands of Olivier. She goes back to Ancelin. Ancelin leads and gets Olivier again. Olivier to Ancelin. French 12 meters out. Now even closer. Potsakovsky nearing the line. Manon Coyne back to Potsakovsky. Lithuanians staying in their zone. Ancelin. Potsakovsky to Mbe Vogel. He scoops over and Cheminot is there. And the goal counts for the French, back up by 2 at 6-4.
Showing some indoor style as well with the scoobers. We really like the upsides, always upsides. Makes the game fancier, spicier. And this is a hold for France. Ended up with a nice scoober. Let's have a look at the replay. Right in front of the end zone. And this is Nassem by Vogel for the scoober. showing off the toolbox of skills he gathered over the years of playing. How many years has he been playing? I mean,
He started playing before the invention of Ultimate, in fact.
23 years of playing.
Yeah, Nas has done it all. He's, speaking of the pub quiz, another one who was part of the Wikipedia round, and we did have
That was a good
all
one.
of his teams noted. We might be able to pull that up for you and let you know all the club teams that he's played for, but there are a lot. Gauba to the spot. Fenreach bouncing around, trying to prevent. Now the throw. Gauba again. Shoots inside. Kundalite.
Oh, Gauba limping a bit. The hamstring seems to be. How can you limp that much and not call it injury?
Yeah, that
How is
was
he even gonna play now? I look at him walk normally. That
moving okay now. Zubavichutis gets it to Gauba. Gauba floats one up, but that one's gobbled up. Bourneau takes it away.
that was a very nonchalant throw from Gauba.
Indeed it was. A bit too casual, and they pay the price. Ruel jams it into Schmidt, and Gauba smacks it away. That
was
one
a-
a bit less casual.
That was a bomb she threw to Marvin Schmidt. Trying to juggle with the disc, but just loses control as the Lithuanian come to smack it down.
Gauba to Vitsokis, and now back to Gauba. There's on the line Zuvichutis. He goes back to Gauba again. Lithuanians threatening. Can they get the goal? There's the shot. Gauba puts the feet down, and that one's in 6-5.
What a hold! Some turnovers. I mean, France had a couple of chances to get that break. Only one chance. My bad. That was only one turn. Maybe the calls just affected. Let's have another look. That is one of the turnovers. Juggling, but the Lithuanian knows what to do. Just put one hand to stop that wobbly juggly disc. Get the disc back for Lithuania and finish off for the score. Again, a brother point. Gauba to Gauba. I don't think that is the last one we're gonna see in this game.
No, those two have done some damage all week long. Chalking up stats there. Number 2 and 3 on their team with 24 and 21 collective stats. Ernestas Visokis is the stat leader for the team with 26 coming into this one, but those 3 men accounting for a large percentage of the Lithuanian scoring over the course
I mean,
of this tournament.
so far in this game, Modestas Gauba already has 2 goals, 2 scores, and 1 block.
Yeah, he knows how to collect stats, that is for sure.
I mean, he's involved in 4 of the 5 points his team scored. That's big.
Gerwig in the middle. Now to Fouquet. Back to Gerwig. Fouquet up the line. Now into the corner, Gerwig again. He's got a chance. Can he pop it forward? He goes back to Mbe Vogel. Now centered. Cheminot with the disc. Cheminot comes wide. Swiped by Manon Coyne. Coyne. Wide and across. Cheminot with the disc. Coyne. Now Mbe Vogel. To Mathias, and the French have had to go side to side a few times since approaching the red zone. Nas takes the easy one to Coyne and gets it back. Matias, she collects and centers to Cheminot and now Gerwig. Gerwig goes up line and there's the miscue. And Lithuania will get a chance.
And timeout.
Timeout called by the Lithuanians. They have not got too many break chances. They will be precious with this one.
Better be ready for it, yes.
They will have a chance to think about this break while they go into timeout. We're going to take a timeout too and be right back with you in no time. Back from the break. Lithuania got the they got the turn based on a French error. And they want to make the most of their opportunity. They think that calling a timeout will give them that chance to make the most of it, but we've seen all too many times the negative effect of an in-play timeout.
I don't know what is the worst. Calling a timeout, letting the opposite team set their defense, or having no clue what to do.
That one just lasered, and well, if they took a timeout to talk about that, they're going to have to improve their timeouts. That one, Salaseviskus just lasered a backhand that never had a chance. Now the French come. Fouquet gets a touch. Now to Cheminot, playing out of their own end. Fouquet. And Bevogel. Widen around. With the forehand to Coin. Straight back to Nasser. Fouquet gets clipped up a little bit on the pivot, but gets it to Coin and then to Cheminot. Back to Coin and Cheminot again. Through the middle, Matias gets a touch. The zone resets as they go back to Fouquet and through Matias now. Nice hole to find Mbe Vogel. Focus maintained on the end zone. Fouquet gets a touch and now Nasser. Gerwig looks back to center. Fouquet and Gerwig go back and forth. Cheminot to cross the field. Now Nasser had one quick look, but nobody to shoot to. There's the throw to Nasser. Mbe Vogel not quite jammed in to Cheminot, but jammed in to Gerwig. And the French find their way back onto that scoreboard.
I don't quite get the Lithuanian zone. It doesn't seem very clear to me what they're trying to do, because it looks like they're covering nothing at the end. They're like not playing a real cup, but more of a poachy handling defense. And at the end, like, every option is open instead of shutting down their play.
So another timeout on the
This is a weird zone defense.
Yeah.
It looked like they're shutting down nothing, just following the disc. But
Come on, Brad!
We are Hive Ultimate, a group of players and coaches from all over the world working together to progress the next generation of Ultimate strategy. We've helped top teams win world championships and new teams introduce the sport in a fun and inclusive way. Search for Hive Ultimate on YouTube to learn more about our cutting edge strategies and to see analysis of world-class teams. To find out what Hive can do for your team, head over to our Patreon page where you can gain access to our exclusive drills and session plans and to join our worldwide community of coaches. Get ahead of the curve with Hive Ultimate.
Back live after the timeout. Lithuania, France, 7-5 in favor of the French as Gaubus receives the pull. Petrovite back to Gauba. And a French zone showing here. Gedvilaite. Petrovite. Over top now, Kundalite.
Ooh.
To Petrovite. Nice over top. Visokis. Hammer. Oh, and the hammer's off target. French get a chance to extend here, possibly take lead.
I mean, Lithuania hasn't been lucky with the hammers so far. Their scoopers have been perfect, clinical, but the hammers is still work in progress.
Gotta work that one out. I said possibly to take the lead. I meant to say possibly to take the half with a goal here.
Oh, yeah.
Bru goes to Nemos. Sorry, that's Varneson. Oh, and Berthet gets one from Lison Bourneau. Both the Bourneaus on the field for this point. Eva and Lison as Justine Bru goes forward to Nemos. Back to Bru. Ruel. Shot for goal, and he finds Varneson, and the youngsters line of the French convert the break and take half for this French side as they start to find form.
That was a textbook case scenario. I mean, they just did it perfectly, moving the disc, swinging it to the middle, then to the other side of the pitch. Big swing to reach the power position and get Malum Varneson, then cutting in the space, right timing for that shot in the end zone. And that is how France takes the half 8-5.
8-5. Lithuania will have some adjustments to make, whether in their zone, whether they talk about how they improve their individual mechanics, but adjustments just the same. They're going to take a break for half and talk about that. We're going to take a short break too. Go to halftime. We will leave you with these shots from our drone, and from here, we'll be right back.
Always on the move? You can keep up to date with ULTI.TV on all of our social media channels. Like, follow, subscribe, share us with a friend, or send us a message just to say hey. Thank you for supporting us in our mission to grow Ultimate everywhere.
Search for Hive Ultimate on YouTube to learn about our cutting-edge strategies and to see analysis of world-class teams. To find out what Hive can do for your team, head over to our Patreon page where you can gain access to our exclusive drills and session plans and to join our worldwide community of coaches. Get ahead of the curve with Hive Ultimate.
So, second half about to start here. French have broken to take the half. They will start on D, and Lithuania will need to tidy up their offensive possessions. They do have 5 goals on the board, those all being holds. No breaks yet, despite a few chances.
Let's have a look at this.
I said a few. One chance they had. They took the timeout, and that was the low huck that followed it up. Of course, 7 break chances for the French. They've got 2 out of their 7. They would still like a better conversion rate, I imagine. But happy to take the 2 breaks nonetheless in the first half.
Exactly. It's still good to have these break opportunities, meaning you manage to convert to have a turnover, to put the pressure so that the other team either makes mistakes or just to go get the discs, like we've seen some defenses. And not that many turns. 8 turn on the Lithuanian side and 6 for France. That's not so many turns.
Yeah, another difference there, the clean holds 5-2. The French are having a few more points where they do it efficiently. The Lithuanians only getting it done twice. They're gonna have to tidy that up. They gotta stop giving break chances to the French. Gauba scoops over top to his brother Gauba. Petrovite. Ooh, and a hand on it. But Gauba collects. That is Dovidas. And he scoops over top to Modestas. Far sideline now, back to Gauba. He fires one to his brother. Gauba on the receiving end, but the step in front by Schmidt. Malvin Schmidt, the juniors standout, keeps the disc moving through Boyon and now Ruel. Malvin Schmidt dumps it back. Big Dim looks for the gainer, but it's knocked away. An error there by the Frenchman.
Just too short of a pass. The Lithuanian player managed to get a hand on it. She didn't give up and just rushed through it. Is this get Vilaite for the defense?
Gauba moves it forward. Petrovite Looking at the end zone, pick called as everybody flex their biceps muscles.
So close to their end zone, Lithuania could get a hold.
Back in play, scooped over top to Gauba, covered tightly by the speedy Fenriche. Does he have enough room? The toe drag attempted. The sideline immediately says no, but they were all wearing white shirts. But I do tend to agree. Here's another look. Yeah, just out of bounds. Couldn't keep the foot down.
Nice try though, but just not enough. Bit too late.
Schmidt floats one up. Fenriche waits for it before he claps his hands on it. Now Boyon, and there is a travel called on Schmidt. Wind picking up. Coming almost directly towards our cameras. A little bit of left to right, but it is a cross-field wind coming from the far sideline to the near, or from the picture you're seeing from the best perspective, from left to right.
So here we're back.
French on the move. Fenriche winds up. Sensibly finds Melvin Schmidt. Melvin Schmidt shoots. That one looks good. Can Big Dem get there? Yes, he can. He's got a bid, and he's got it in him.
What a layout! Oh wow, I thought that was too far. Great layout by Begdem to save that disc, and this is a break for France. They ended the previous half with a break, start again with a break. Oh, wow, this is a tough one mentally for Lithuania when you get broken at the end of half and start again. They really need to be strong in their mind now, stay bounded as a team, work together to make things work. I mean, this is gonna ask a lot. Look at this run. They will need a lot to come back from this score for so far, 9-5. And I mean, the French offense is pretty clean, so it's really hard to get those turnovers.
9-5, what a way to make a living. Mathieu Beguin-Demo, a member of Magic Disc Angers, has played a club season with Is No Good. I know that much because I was his coach. A player who shone brightly on the big stage at Tom's Tourney when Isno collected that victory in the big games, particularly. He stepped up, and those are amongst the reasons, as well as a very good selection process, that he's on this team to bring that receiving strength to the team.
He actually used to play with the Open team. I think he did play with the Open team in Győr 2019, but switched to mix this year.
And here comes Lithuania. Can they work out this zone this time? Petrovite gets looked off, and Zubovičiūtis. Zubovičiūtis again. Underneath. Kundalite. Big over to Gauba. He winds up and sticks it the other way. Receiver in the area, two French defenders, and it's the high-flying Ruel who takes it away. Now to Fenriche, those two, a history of playing together as well, have a connection. That shot looked ugly, though Bourneau was wide open. The throw did not look good.
I think he reinforced it and rushed it because he wanted to get that shot. I mean, as you say, Eva Bourneau was so alone. That is the target you want, but not the throw needed.
You're gonna have to take a little bit more time than that to get your grip on it. Scoop over top, Petrovite. And the Lithuanians sticking to their indoor style with the overtops. Mikenas involving himself now. Zubavichutis. Gauba. Now thrown deep. That one all gobbled up by the defense. Ruel and Fenrich. Berthet to Benji Fenrich. Takes it with the left, delivers with the right. Eva Bourneau now. Looks back to Berthet in the dump space. It's Voirnesson. Sporting the red headband. And sends to Berthet. Voirnesson. Looked off Schmidt as he was well covered. Now Berthet goes to Fenrich. Fenrich inside Voirnesson, but the throw is a little bit too far in front, and Lithuania will get another chance to play. And a timeout called by Gauba there. They realize how important these chances are when they get it back. This is to hold, not to break, but it feels like a break a little bit because they've been giving them up just a bit too easily.
I hope this time out will be more successful, efficient than the previous one for them.
Let's hope so. We will find out very soon. We're going to take a short break here and be back after these words.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch,
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, ULTI.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
fund
our
our
work
work.
to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the ultimate world
And
and beyond.
Back in play 9-5 for the French. We were talking about Mathieu Begdem and his home club, and I was reminded that I had got the name of that club wrong before. I at one point called them Angers.
Angers, which
And it
sounds
is
nice.
Angers. There's other ways that name's been mispronounced as well. But Gauba and the Lithuanians continue to try and figure out this zone. That one back to Zubchutis. Gauba. And now Petrovite. Gauba to Gauba. Over top as Schmidt tries to poach in for a smack away that wasn't available. Petrovite. Goes back to Gauba. Up and over, Fenrich wants it, but he couldn't get his hand on that one. Gedvilaite goes all the way back, and now to Gauba. He fakes the scuba almost every time because he gives it half of those times. There's the hammer. Will it work? It shoulda, but bounces off two hands and goes to ground. French will get a chance because of that.
Topsides are getting tricky. Still like to see them, but I'm not sure that is exactly what they talked about in the timeout circle. Because now France is back with the disc in hand for a break opportunity. In their own end zone, though.
Dump back. And Borneau gets it from Fenrich. Playing out of their own end, Ruel calls the foul. Long stoppage as they discuss. Ruel ready to tap back in. Ruel gives and gets. Then he puts one up to Fenrich. Again, those two with some playing history. Fenrich pivots into the oncoming Gauba, and an inevitable foul there on Gauba. Possibly avoidable by Fenrich there, but he did pivot towards the incoming defense. Ooh, and there's a hard smack there, foul that we could hear. Fenrich retains possession. Fenrich, the is-no-good long-time player. The speedy defender who does a bit of everything nowadays. That one floated by Borneau. And wow, they do come down with it. I'm not sure how, because Benji Fenrich is just that good. And the goal eventually to Voilnesson, and they got away with one there.
How does this work out? Like, that was so unexpected to succeed. So many players.
Yeah, they just throw it into a big pile of players. And
Mosh pit, as I like to call it.
yeah, mosh pit, I like that. Who got up and did the body surfing in the mosh pit? Well, this time it was Benji. Here's another look. Nemos was there. Actually, Fenrich was the last one there.
Had the right timing, didn't get influenced by the other players, and just kept his position, knowing how high he can jump, and caught it.
And like all four there, you see Benji hanging around the back. I'll take that. Is this what you're looking for? I got it. And shows is cool. Big shout out to Benji Fenrich, one of the hardest working athletes. That guy is a speed demon. And I would wager that there is nobody at this tournament who could beat him in a straight sprint.
He actually does track and field,
Yeah,
right?
oh, he is.
Yeah.
That is his specialty. He's a decathlete, is what his specialty event is. I like to think he's got to be better at ultimate than decathlon, though. But very good at both, obviously, Benji, and a person you would hate to have covering you at any given moment. Gauba sends a deep one.
Oh!
And that one knocked away. Chloe Olivier makes sure of it.
Good look, early jump to get a hand on that one before offense.
French, Podsokolski.
We got a call.
Wind picking up once again as Ancelin gets a touch. He goes to Gerwig. Gerwig goes around to Olivier. Oh, and Olivier, miscommunication. A travel was called. Was there a foul as well?
I don't understand what happened. What
The
was
travel
with that
was one throw earlier, but French very lucky to still have the disc after that sequence. Ancelin.
I'm not quite sure about the rules for that.
We're going to have to reference them, or maybe somebody in the chat lets us know, but that seemed a little bit odd. Podsakovsky lets that one get away, thrown high, and bounces off the hand. Now the Lithuanians. They send inside to Salasevikius. Far sideline. Kailinas. To Gauba. Gauba winds up. That one fluttered and Sokolsky takes it back. Now Gerwig. Stoppage again. We've got a pick in the middle of the field involving Gaubas and Anslen. Tapped into play. Anslen goes low to Coin. Coin goes around, gets Gerwig. Gerwig asks for Anslen in the dump space and gets one to him. Now forwarded to Matias. She looks to break immediately, then takes the open throw to Anslen. He finds the short one inside to Sokolsky, and the French with a commanding 11-5 lead.
That's the third break in a row in this second half, but fourth one in a row at all. 5 points in a row for France. They engage the machines and they are just rolling, non-stopping. Lithuania didn't manage to score yet in this second half. They would, as I said before, this end of half with a break is devastating, but you have time to recover from it with the halftime. Now, starting with a break is really tough on the mind, on the mental. I don't know what their directives are, but you better have a good mental coaching for that kind of situation, a good preparation with your team, because everything is doable, possible, but the mental strength it asks, it needs, is huge, and not all teams are able of providing that kind of mental preparation.
Yeah, it takes a lot of work. As with any skill, requires training. And right now, it's one of those times where it's just easy to give up this game if you're Lithuania, knowing that your chances of winning are pretty low, but we would love to see them find some intestinal fortitude and some mental stronghold, play these points one at a time and fight for the holds. Gauba. High stall count. Gets the underneath. Zubavichutis. Underneath to the 25 shirt, Salamite. And Begdem steps in front. Does the second chance pick it up? Not quite there. French can break again. Bru throws inside to Boyon. Boyon hits the corner. Begdem can't put the toe in goal, but possession retained. Justine Bru. Pop back to Beguen Demo. Demo to Bru. And that one does count. Another goal on the board. 12-5. Ay, 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 ay.
And one more, indeed. I think Lithuania is not only mentally tired, but physically as well. The cuts were nowhere to be seen, not enough cuts. The offense was really struggling to get free, but even to just start the cuts.
So we've got another timeout on the field. These teams will have another chance. It was the French who took the timeout, I believe. And as you have a look at Gauba trying to make a play at that, but it didn't happen. And we can watch these replays of the end of this goal. You'll see Bru cutting across and Begdem eventually getting Bru with the foot down in the end zone. So, short timeout. They're just about done. We will take a very quick break here and be back after this timeout.
We are Hive Ultimate, a group of players and coaches from all over the world working together to progress the next generation of Ultimate strategy. We've helped top teams win world championships and new teams introduce the sport in a fun and inclusive way. Search for Hive Ultimate on YouTube to learn more about our cutting-edge strategies and to see analysis of world-class teams. To find out what Hive can do for your team, head over to our Patreon page where you can gain access to our exclusive drills and session plans and to join our worldwide community of coaches. Get ahead of the curve with Hive Ultimate.
After the timeout. And wow, that one just hung on to by Zubavichutis. Bakis opens things up. Get Vilaite and another turn. The French with another short field. They are putting their foot down on this one after a game that was a bit too close for comfort yesterday against Poland. They're not messing around here today. Ruel throws to Bourneau. There is a foul, not a pick. Foul before that throw went up.
Way earlier, but I wonder what is happening. In which defender this is? Is this Lison's player or Pauline Berthet player that Gedvilaite was covering? Petrovaite or Gedvilaite?
Schmidt gets the interior pass. Now to Berthet. She shoots for goal. Toe down by Benji Fenrich. And another goal for the French break unit, 13-5.
They just don't stop. I mean, this second half is definitely their half. Look at our scoreboard. It is 5 breaks in a row, 6 if you count the one from the previous half. They're just rolling and not stopping. We have clean 5-0 score for this second half. France just stepped up. They took the confidence. They have the confidence on their side. They already have the skills. They showed it during the first half, but now with the confidence over it, it's unstoppable. Lithuania is much lower mental level. They don't like their presence on the field is not the same. If they want to have a chance to score some more, then now is the moment. Now is the time to wake up, to get fired up, to keep cheering on the sideline and keep this motivation up.
Lithuania doing everything they can now to find a hold and slow down this French break unit that just breaks and breaks and breaks. They've let the O-line play defense. That's how long the D-lines have been on the field, as you see the French O unit out there trying to get their burn. Kalinas looks behind, high stall count, sends it towards our cameras. Malinowskis. Goes the other way. Valentiute. Back to Malinowskis. Now the shot deep, and that is misfired again. And the French can take it to 14 if they break here.
Miscommunication. I think that this was supposed to get to Valentiute, but just stopped in her run, seeing that she got poached by two players from the French team. Just wanted to cut back, but the disc was already shot in the air. Too late. And turn it is. France again with a break opportunity.
And they're in. Mathias takes the opening throw. She leads to Olivier, who catches strong with defense honor. Olivier to Gerwig. Gerwig looks to Nass. Mb Vogel delivers low, but Cheminot gets there with a knee slide. Now inside and then back to Nass. Gerwig, Mb Vogel. Back to Gerwig. Now shot wide. Ancelin is there. 14-5. It was at 1.6-5 in this game.
It was 6-5 and just doesn't stop. It doesn't stop.
That is 8 in a row, Charlotte. 8 in a row.
8 points in a row. 7 breaks in a row. I mean, what is there to do now? France is one score away from winning the game, and with such a gap, there's nothing to do. You might be able to score one to just save the honor on this second half, but
yeah, it is. I feel like they've fully rolled over at this stage. I think it's over. There is a timeout, though. So they are having to talk about it. They are going to try to extend this game. They have not given up mentally, so we will not either. We're going to take a break and think about giving our best for the end of this game. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Search for Hive Ultimate on YouTube to learn about our cutting-edge strategies and to see analysis of world-class teams. To find out what Hive can do for your team, head over to our Patreon page where you can gain access to our exclusive drills and session plans and to join our worldwide community of coaches. Get ahead of the curve with Hive Ultimate.
Back in our drone shots showing you the beautiful grounds here in Limerick. That the weather has been good to us in the last few days now. Big under there by Zubavičiūtis. Can the Lithuanians put a second half point on the board? or will it be a clean swept second half? That one shot, it looks too far. It is. And nothing is going right. Visokis lets a play get away.
This is just too far. I mean, I don't even know if at this stage they're very focused on it or not. It is just, there might be a deep option. Let's take it and let's see what the outcome will be.
French looking to wrap things up here. They could win the game. It is match point here. Ruel comes under. Engaging. Nemos gets the next. Fakes the deep. Then back to center to Eva Boyon. Widen across to Nemos. And now Justine Bru. Bru goes to Ruel, and now it's Boyon. Big win Demo with the disc. Shoots inside, it's too high, but maybe recoverable. No, it's not, and Boyon calls the foul. I'm not sure about that one.
I don't know. We're used to see Boyon being pretty comfortable with skies, so when something like this happens, it is suspicious.
I mean, a slight bit of contact there, but the way this game's been played, I think that has been a level that has been accepted throughout the most of it. I think the throw was poor and caused any contact was only because the throw wasn't on and the floatiness. That's a tough one to say. Some of the French players coming to have a look. The throw very high. I think the consensus on the sideline, if it's being asked for, they can say, okay, retracted foul, or is it accepted foul?
It accepted, yeah. That was the sign for accepted foul. But not sure it is what he wanted to say, because on the sideline, other people are doing the sign.
Turnover, retraction of foul. Well played in a spirit term there by Boyon. So Lithuania get another chance to try and score in the second half. Visokis. He jacks it. Zubovichutis is there, and they've done it. There's a point on the board in the second half. That is something to celebrate if you're wearing a green shirt.
Finally, some green on the Latvian scoreboard, on our scoreboard. Obviously, it is green on the team side when they score, red if not. Finally, a green hold Lithuania scoring that one to have 1 point at least on this second half. They still have a defense, you never know.
Well, that ends up being a bookends for Zubovichutis with the block and the goal. Doing it on both ends. They could have used that a little bit earlier. But I'm sure they've got it in them to break 8 in a row. Since they've broke none yet.
That would be nice to break at the end, just for the show.
Anything is possible. Visokis been limited by the French, 2 assists and 2 turns as one of the top scorers for Lithuania up until this point. He had 26 totals with 19 assists and 7 goals throughout. Limited is very much the word for it when he can only put 2 on in this game. Olivier gets the under and now finds Coin. Coin goes wide. There was two there. Olivier takes it and then to Potsokolski. Potsokolski cuts inside. Gaël Ancelin. Ancelin shoots to Manon Coin. Coin. Could this be the game? Ancelin, there's Mathias. And the French have done it just like that. Anticlimactic in the end because it was such a steamrollering in the second half. 8-1 in the second half. That was a beatdown.
8 points in a row. That is crazy. Mixing the two last points of the first half and the 6 breaks in a row on the second one. 8 points in a row from France side. Amazing job. That was some control of this game. Really great offense. And D-line just nailed it. Put the pressure. Lithuania just couldn't handle it. Maybe too tired, maybe not the right tactics. But they did provide us a lot of upsides. I'm really happy about those Cougars.
That baby's pretty happy too, throwing the hat around in celebration. There's our aerial views. The French stay undefeated. Their crossovers are gonna get tough. It's one of those things, untested or well rested, as we rope in our interview here. Lorcan Murray out there to find us Sasha Potsokolski as we bring him into the box. Oui, s'il vous plaît. No. Sasha Potsokolski, il veut parler en français, mais non.
Bonjour.
On
Hello.
parle anglais. How are you, Sasha?
I'm good, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Tell us about that game. First half, it was pretty competitive. 8-5 at halftime. Before that, we're 5-4, 6-4, pretty close game. In the first half, were the Lithuanians stronger, or were you guys not at your best?
I think in the first part of the game, we just tried some things in defense, and we find the best at the 6-5, and we can see that they are looking for the deep space, especially the guys, and they don't afraid to throw like hammers and scoobers. So we did some zony defense to avoid that, and it worked pretty well. So
Wonderful. We've got you up here for the interview. You had a great day with your 2 assists, 2 goals, and a block. But in the second half, it was your D-line who did most of the work. They took the game away 8 in a row there. Talk about your D-line, some of the players maybe, and how well they performed in that second half.
Our D-line are really improving their offense after the turn, and it was a lot difficult yesterday, but we have a strong D-lines with a lot of athletics players. But yesterday, after the turn, we have some difficulties to move the disc and touch the space. And today they play like very disciplined games, trust the system, and congrats to them, to the team.
Excellent. You guys remain undefeated. That is the end of your power pool play. Your team's excited to watch you in here.
Yeah.
You guys remain undefeated. You've been tested in your last game against Poland, very close. Going forward, what do you guys got to do to win the big games coming up? How do you got to be at your best?
Tomorrow we have a strong team for quarters. It's going to be Germany, and in these Euros we know that they are not bad team and great team. They're just a great team. All the team can be at the podium. So I think we have just to trust our coach and trust the system and just play our roles. And no matter the team, no matter the conditions, and it will be fine for us.
Excellent. We're looking forward to that game. You never know, that one might be on the stream again.
Yep.
France, Germany tomorrow is a cracking one. We'll let you get back with your team to the Spirit Circle to celebrate. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thanks.
That's Sasha Potsokolski after having an incredible match on an individual level, and his team even better. The D line there, Charlotte, they just killed them in the second half.
Yeah, they just rolled over Lithuania, I gotta say. Keeping those breaks again and again. I mean, that was clinical work. Really got the turnovers and used them. 18 break chance. I mean, 8 breaks is already huge, but seeing that they had 18 chances as well, that is crazy. So many turnovers.
Just
And-
a clinical performance by the French. To only give 1 break chance to the Lithuanians
Which is
says a lot about their O-line proficiency.
exactly, because we see that the French still had 11 turns during the whole game, but only 1 break chance for Lithuania. That means the O-line only had 1 turn.
That is incredible stuff. France looking very, very good. Will they be too well rested and not untested, or will they be perfectly rested and just tested enough going into these huge matches coming up? They've got Germany tomorrow. We hope that one will be on our calendar. We'll work it out. There's going to be a lot of good games coming up. Never mind tomorrow. We still got a whole lot left today. We're going to get away from you for now. Quick readout for the rest of the day.
Oh, we also still have another game played now that this one is finished earlier. You can jump to the other one played on the opposite pitch.
Okay, that's Austria, Finland. Then we've got Germany, Czech, women's, France, Belgium, women next. Then the final round, Germany, Sweden, men open, and Great Britain, Switzerland open. Don't go anywhere. Stay locked on ULTI.TV for the rest of your life. We'll see you at the next one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, Ultimate.
ULTI.TV.